This is Ors, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com with Ronnie. You got Diev from Uptown Barbershop in Phoenix, Arizona. He has been my barber, and I'm going to tell you that basically getting a haircut and a professional shave, well, that constitutes the seventh best. I'm talking about the seventh best feeling that a guy can have. I'm going to let you fill in the other six. I think you should be able to do those.
We'll see.
Yeah. Three should come to mind right away, and the other three you might have to work on. But it is quite the experience. Ronnie's given me a haircut and a shave many times. That's why I am so beautiful. I am so beautiful, and he, there's an art to it. So I want to talk a lot because for old guys like me, when you have hair is like money. When you don't have a lot of it, you got to be very, very well. You got to really plan on how you're going to spread it around. So
that's great.
So Ronnie, tell me. So when somebody walks in the door first time and they say, "Give me a haircut," what goes through your mind? I mean, you go like, and I'm sure it's like different things. A guy shows up like me, then a guy shows up that looks like Carrot Top. So two different kind of scenarios. But what goes through your mind when a man shows up and says, "Ronnie, make me look spectacular"?
Well, first thing I tell him, it'd be easier if I just gave you a haircut. I don't know if I can make you look spectacular. Another thing I like to do is I like to guess what kind of haircut they're going to get right when they're walking in, and when they sit in my chair, and I sometimes I'll say, you get a number 2 on the side, you taper the neck, and you'll take about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off the top. I like to guess. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. That's when they jump in and tell me what they really want. Yeah.
So in doing a haircut, what are the critical things? What should a customer be looking for when they want to get a haircut, and in terms of their own personal appearance and things like that? What are the things that you should do?
It's very important to identify the haircut you want, whether it's through a picture, a description. Spend more time explaining to your barber what you want, because that'll take a minute or two, but if a barber goes too short, it'll take a few weeks to grow back out. So I recommend identifying what you want, know the difference between a taper, a fade, a mid fade, low fade, high fade, drop fade. You got to know all these things, and if you don't, it's fine. Our barbers will sit you down, we'll open up the iPad, we'll look at different examples of haircuts, and we'll get it done.
So what's a fade?
A fade is a short haircut on the sides, and it fades up, whether it's a 0 or a number 1, or even a 1.5. And now whether you want it low, medium, or high, or on an angle, that's communication between the barber and client.
Now in the old days, when I was a child in the 60s, is that called a mohawk?
It's called a flat top.
Flat top. Okay. High and tight.
The butch.
Butch. Yeah, there we go. Butch with a little bit maybe longer top. Butch with a fluffy top.
Right.
So it's all pretty. So it's all pretty good. Now, does your face shape make a difference in terms of what kind of haircut you should go for?
Face shape and head shape is very important. If you have a flat head on the back of your head, you probably want to drop the fade a little bit. You don't want to take the fade up too high, because I know I got a flat head in the back of my head. So what I do is I'll just get a taper where the fade is lower and it blends up. It's something more fuller. So the shape of your face and head is very important. If you're a big guy like myself, you want to elongate. You don't want your beard to go outwards. You want it to go downwards, so it elongates your face. That's why I look so skinny. That elongated beard.
Yeah. You're absolutely anorexic with that beard.
Anorexic.
So yeah. Yeah, if you're in the Andes in a plane crash, you're going to be one of the survivors. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So facial shape and things like that. Now, what's the difference when you're cutting someone's hair? when do you decide to go with an electric clipper versus hand clippers, or what kind of figures into your decision about doing that?
You know, I got a special little technique that I use, and I'll ask questions like, do you want the hair on the ear? Would you like it off the ear? Because I know when the hair is on the ear, you got a more shaggy look, and you know when you cut it off the ear, it's already a lot shorter. So I'll identify, and you can see the client. You can ask them how long has it been since your last haircut. The average hair grows about a half inch a month, so the barber's got to do his research and always cut it so that he can cut a little shorter. You don't want to cut too much off right away.
Okay, all right. And so, and you mentioned that you got that the people in your shop. By the way, you have two locations.
Yes, sir.
You're surrounding Bethany Home Road on 16th Street, one on the north side, one on the south side,
Well,
and then
we
the other
just
one's
took
a secret.
We just took over a third one on the third corner as well. That
Oh my
happened
God!
2 days ago, the guy wanted me to buy him out, so I did.
Is that the one by the Starbucks?
By the Swizzle, yeah.
By the Swizzle, okay,
Yeah, that shop's
yeah.
been there for years too. It's legendary.
Yeah, so hopefully your barbers don't go in there for lunch.
Exactly.
End up with a bad haircut. So you like so the scissors and you kind of look at where they want to get the haircut and things like that. Um, have you ever told a client like, no, that's not the haircut for you?
Oh God, clients love that. They see the confidence, and I had a client tell me yesterday. He's like, "You're the only one that said no." And I asked him, "What do you mean by that?" He says, "You know, I go places and I tell the barber, go high here, go low here." And I told him, "Look, you can't do that with your hair. You should try a different route." And when they hear that and it works out right, they're happy.
Good. Yeah. So and do you ever and Ronnie, do you ever turn down a client?
Never turn down a client.
Never turn down a client. So like,
Never turn.
no one's
He
a
can turn
host
himself down, but I'll never turn him down. I like a good competition.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, barber who's turning down business. Not very confident barber.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's talk about. I want to talk a little bit about shaves because that's my favorite part of coming into visiting your shop is getting the whole shave thing. And so what the towels and everything else. What constitutes a good shave for a guy?
A good shave, you know, a good shave takes hot towels, good lubrication, you know, pre-shave, after-shave, good shaving cream, good razors. I was just dropping off my kid.
Well,
Sorry,
we froze up a little bit there for a second.
Phone call coming in.
Okay, no problem. So take us. So tell us, take us through the steps about what happens when somebody comes into your place for a shave. What's the prep and then the shave and then what kind of like the fine tuning that you do on the shave and that kind of stuff.
Well, first thing is hot towels. You got to open up the pores. Before you put the hot towels in, we'll put a pre-shave oil, and on top of that, we'll even slap shaving cream and just throw a couple towels on top of that.
And what's the shaving oil do?
The shaving oil is a lubricant. You know, you massage it on. Move it in circular motions. The thicker the beard, the more you want to use. And the towels help open up the pores and soften up the skin. It's very important. The thicker the beard, I recommend the barber leave it on for a few minutes longer.
Yeah,
get that skin soft.
Yeah. And then so now they've gotten it soft with the lubrication and the circular motion on it. It's kind of I'm not even going to go where that's going.
Yes.
So what's the next steps? What happens there?
From there, the procedure begins and the shave process begins. He goes with the grain first, against the grain afterwards. More hot towels. It's definitely a luxury, you know. You can shave at home in a couple minutes, but when you come to a barbershop, it's more about the experience and the hot towels and being pampered and the face massage. You know, it's definitely a dying art, coming back very strong.
Why do you say it's a dying? It was a dying art and coming back now?
Barbershop's been dying art for many years. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't want to blame it on the Beatles. But since the Beatles came around, they grew out their hair, and barbershop's been going on the decline. You know? And then the hippies came around, 80s came around, the unisex barbershops. You know,
The
just
law.
the
Yeah.
guys were going with the girls, and just we were losing the tradition of the barbershop. And then I was born, and I'm bringing it back.
Oh my gosh, you sound like a man on a mission to bring back the barbershop. The manly barbershop.
That's right.
The manly
Well,
barbershop.
we're a manly barbershop, but we're very nice to the ladies. Right now, this barbershop, we get a lot of females as well.
Oh, do
A
you
lot
as
of
clients?
females, yeah, they got short hair now. They like to do the design on the neck and the
Uh-huh.
undercut. If it's a shortcut, we can do it. And plus, the ladies bring in their boyfriends, their husbands, their sons. You look stupid, get a haircut. It's good for business when they say that.
That's- what are so that so now we got the shaved on it, and again, you start off. You said with the grain first, or against the grain, or does it make a
You got to
difference
go
in
with the
terms?
grain first. You know,
Okay.
if you know your beard and you go against the grain right away, you can do that. But you want to make sure that it's not too much
Okay.
for, you know, every individual is different with the skin sensitivity and the beard on their face. So
Okay. So basically, with the grain first is basically more of a sensitivity issue, because it can for some people it can probably be fairly intense
very
process.
intense. Some people cannot go against the grain. It'll just tear them up.
Yeah.
And you should know if you're sensitive or not because when you're shaving at home, you can't do the same thing. You
Uh,
know? Yeah.
okay. And then the last thing that comes after you got that nice warm shave and everything else, and then what's the last thing you do?
The very last step is we'll take a cold towel and we'll spray some aftershave on it and we put it on your face. Yes, it's cold. Sometimes it doesn't feel well depending on the season, but it closes your pores. And that's very important. You know, if you're at home and you don't have a cold towel, use cold water, splash it on your face. You want to close the pores afterwards. It's very
What?
important.
Okay, that's something I've never heard. Why is it important to close the pores?
You know, you don't want to trap any dirt or grease or anything that's not wanted in the skin, you know, especially after a hot towel shave. If you're at a barbershop, you don't want to touch your skin afterwards. You know, your face is clean, you know, we got the pores open, and you don't want to touch it for no reason. Maybe afterwards, after the cold towel, it's okay to touch. But closing the
Uh
pores is important with cold water. Now, you
Okay.
can't shave with cold water. You got to shave with warm water to open the pores. Cold
Yeah.
water to close the pores.
I've shaved. I'm sure we all have shaved with cold water. It's not a pleasant experience.
I don't know. It's been a few years for me.
Yeah, I was it was I was in hiking in Iceland, and it was cold.
I bet.
It was a test of your endurance to shave in cold water. But that's all they had there, so it wasn't too bad. So how does a how let's say, okay, so how does a man find the right barbershops? What are the steps to find the right barber and the right barbershop for an individual?
First, you got to identify that it's a barbershop. There's a lot of places out there, sports clips, athletic cuts. These places seem like they cater to men's haircuts, and they do, but they don't specialize in it.
Uh-huh.
So they're a bunch of cosmetologists doing men's haircuts. So it'd be like a bunch of barbers getting together and opening up a salon. Not a good idea. We're not going to do great. We'll do good. We're not going to do great. We're not going to specialize. So first thing you want to do is identify that you're going to a barbershop. Look for the barber pole, the red, white, and blue stripes.
Okay.
That whole history plays in a role of the barbershop. Back in the day, bloodletters, tooth pullers were considered barbers. A barber would cut your hair and pull your teeth and take your blood, and they would leave these rags out to dry in front of the business, and it would wrap around a pole. That's where the red, white, and blue came from. You know, barber
Okay.
pole. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's an interesting bit of history.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
part of history. Yeah. That's what we had to learn in barber school. And
Uh-huh.
another thing you should identify is, you know, with today's technology and social media, you can use Yelp and read reviews and Google, try to find out where's the place to go.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's very important.
Well, I know you have good reviews.
Eh, not bad. We're actually, I think, rated #1 in Arizona.
I think you have, yeah, that you're being,
You know, it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, you're being needlessly humble. You
That's
have
right.
great reviews. You have great
We do.
reviews,
We do.
and the people in your shop do a great job you know, they do a great job, and that those reviews don't happen by accident. So tell me a little bit about your personal journey and how you ended up being a barber.
So I'm a son of a barber. I'm a SOB, if you may. You know, I came from a family of barbers, and I grew up in a barbershop. After school, my grandma and grandpa would watch me in the barbershop till my parents would pick me up. And I used to, in high school, give haircuts to my buddies. You know, I was very familiar with the tools, and I was very comfortable around it. And I became a barber accidentally. I wanted to go to college and live the American dream, like my parents wanted me to, you know, being immigrants and whatnot.
Sure.
But this is what I really wanted to do. And I had to tell them I was going to drop out of college to be a barber like them and grandma and all that. You should have seen the look on their faces. But, you know, they're happy today. I'm happy today. You know, I found my place in this world. Everybody has a place. You just got to go find it.
You got to go find it.
You got to go find it.
Well, I think you said something very, very important here about, you know, obviously you're very, very successful. You got 3 stores, you know, and doing very well. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're doing something you really enjoy.
Yeah, I really do. You know, I always got in trouble in school, couldn't shut up. Here's my place, man. You get paid top dollars speaking all day.
Yeah, especially when the guy can't talk back. Yeah, you got a razor on his neck. Makes it a lot better. You got a captive audience. So it's pretty good. So Ronnie, where do people find you? And why don't you tell us your website here too?
We're at PhoenixUptownBarbershop.com. We have a YouTube page, Uptown Barbershop. We have a bunch of videos there, how-to videos, what to ask your barber videos. We have videos on, you know, what to look out for when you get to the barbershop. You know, things like checking if the barber is changing his razor blade after every haircut. You know, you should really check out our YouTube page. We got a lot of information there. If you're going to a barber and you don't know what to ask for, get on our YouTube page. I got special videos to help you with that.
Okay.
We're on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Okay. So what do you ask your barber? Well, if you kind of give us a little preview about what do you ask your barber when you're trying a new one?
You know, me, it's different, man. I got my barbers here. They know what I like. They know. I mean, I tell them I want 1.5 on the side, tapered on the neck, trim the top with scissors.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But for a new person in a new place, what do you tell? What should they be asking their barbers?
It's what the barber should be asking them. How long has it been since your last haircut? How do you like to wear it? Do you like it on the ear, off the ear? Do you like it tapered on the neck or a line straight across, right? Would you like to see the scalp? Would you like to keep it medium? So it's more of what the barber should ask, I believe. I mean, the client should definitely lead him in the right direction, but the barber needs to make sure he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. All right. And your barbershop is also a celebrity haven for famous people.
We get them. They don't get any special attention. We treat everyone the same. You know.
Well, that's pretty good because everybody gets treated very well in your place, and that's always that's pretty evident. It's pretty evident also that when you walk into your shop, that everyone is enjoying being there.
Yep.
Your employees and your customers at the same time.
It's very important. I try to keep a very positive vibe. Music, TVs, you know. I talk to my barbers every morning. Let's just be happy. Just be you. You know, you can't go wrong being you. Just be yourself and don't, you know, just make the client happy. Whether it's with giving a good haircut and customer service, you know, we do it all the way around.
All right. Okay. All right. Any parting words of wisdom to would-be people wanting a haircut?
Words of wisdom. Come to Uptown Barbershop. We specialize in all men's haircuts and straight edge shave procedures. We're beardsmiths. If you got facial hair, come to Uptown Barbershop or do your research. Get on the internet, Google it, find out who's the guy to do it for you.
All right.
You know, we got advantages today we didn't have 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, folks, this is Oris, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com with Ronnie Ugolaev and from Uptown Barbershop. And we're just talking about what it takes to get a good haircut and a shave, and you should go to see him in Phoenix, Arizona, in Central Phoenix area, and you just it'll be a great experience, and you'll be happy. You will be happy that you went there. This is Oris, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com. Remember, it's all about creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love. Take care.
Perfect. Thank you.